Hello and welcome back to Die Rolling with me, Will. And last time on our exit escape room, we found out that someone is actually plotting us in a flipping escape room and trying to force us to find the next room and play out all his mini little trials to get out. And it's like he's planned us being trapped here all along. Who would have thought that? And this time we managed to escape and go down a little slide, and we're now going off onto the next adventure, which is down here. So I've got another prologue to read to you guys. So sit tight, grab a drink, and hope you enjoy this little intro. In disbelief, you stare at the contents of the locker. This is supposed to be protective equipment, gloves, and the helmet are okay, but a giant swim ring? Despite your misgivings, you grab the air pump and blow it up. After a few exhausting minutes, you release the iron chain in front of the slide and wedge yourself into the rubber ring. Let's go! The slide is very fast, and it makes you feel dizzy. Your fingers clench around the ring handles, and you have to use all your strength not to fly out of the ring. But the journey has scarcely begun before it is even over. You land with a bang, but at least this is on a soft heap. However, it kind of smells like old sweat. After a few attempts, you manage to free yourself from the rubber ring, and then discover you are lying in a pile of old washing. That's just brilliant. No wonder there is a foul smell in the air. You must have landed in the laundry room, judging by the ancient wash tub in the corner. In front of a wall is an impressively large wooden box. So many wooden boxes in this little adventure. I don't know who knew. Unsurprisingly, it is secured with a combination lock. You cannot see an exit, and the ice slide is definitely too slippery to climb back up. Luckily for you, you found another card. Will it give you the clue as to how to get out of here? So now we get to actually open up door number 8. We should have a bunch of things in it, so let's have a look and see what's in door number... Ooh, there's a lot of things in here today. I love Rome. Of course, and it's got like a little picture of the Rome. So it's room H, we get some laundry, and we got some pegs, and we got 5 pegs, and coloured laundry that Max sort of colour codes it, but we'll see what happens as we go on. So we'll see what's going on in a bit. So we've got riddle card H. Let's give this a read. So, sorry about that. Let's give this a read. So, I'm fussy how I hang my wash. Position here is key. Don't hang them in a random way or peg them carelessly. I'm fussy how I hang my wash. Position here is key. Don't hang them in the washing in a random way or peg them carelessly. So, we got to peg them in a particular order. And on here, so in the room, so let's have a look what's in the room. So we've got a pile of dirty laundry. We've got an I Love Rome and a bathtub with a few like colour things on the top. The bit that interests me is the coloured door. So we've got like blue, white, white, black, black, yellow, something like that. And then we get our pegs, which are sort of just these pop-out pegs that sort of would connect to things. So I'm going to take all these out and see what we get. So it said in the riddle, they have a particular order for everything. So I've got this little bit of card, which may come in handy later. So in here, we've got these pegs. So I'm going to try and match these up with the things on the riddle. So we've got a blue and a white peg. So we've got a blue and a white peg that go together. So we've got a blue and a white peg. Maybe they go together or something. There's like something that makes them go together. Yeah, something like that. I don't know, maybe they line up. So a blue and a white peg. Maybe they all make numbers by lining up with each other. So we've got a blue and a white peg. we've got a white and a black peg, we've got a white and a black peg, and then we have a yellow peg. But we don't have two. We're missing a black peg, but we do, however, have some socks. So on here we've got like some little socks and bits. So these are like thin little card socks. So we have some pants, we have some socks, and we have a hat. So not like the best laundry, but I suppose it's like the only things that you need whilst you're here. So let's have a look at these. So we've got now our little gear. Okay, and we've got our pegs. So the clue, he says, is I'm fussy how I hang my wash. Don't hang them in a random way. So we want to peg them. So maybe it's like we got a blue peg. We want to peg, say, this one onto. So we say like peg which ones to which. So like we've got so we want maybe it's peg to a color of item, or item of clothing. So we have a white item of clothing to blue peg. So blue peg, white, and it's just a combination of what goes with what. So we've got blue and white. We got white and black, like that. We have black and yellow, like that. Then we have white and, or blue and then white. And then we have a random yellow one that's on its own. Now, I don't know where I'm going to begin with this. So, it says look at a wooden box and secured with a combination lock. So it's a box in the room. So let's have another look at the room, because I think there's something missing that within this room that we haven't seen. So, okay, so it is that box. That's the problem. And I love room. So at the top here, we've got more pegs. So we are pegging things as blue, white, black, and yellow along the top of this door. So we could be hooking everything onto the door. So let's do that. So let us put a blue peg on the door. And it's going to hold up. Maybe I'll have to do it down here. So I'm sort of creeping in. So I'm going to be in camera a bit. So it's going to be blue and something white. So let's do that. So it's blue and white. So we hook up the pants. Okay, cool. And then we've got another white hook, which goes up here. Or are they down here? I don't know. There's a white. And then we've got a white and a black. So they hold up, both of those are holding up a sock. Okay, so maybe it's two to hold up the sock. Then we've got a yellow, which holds up the, holds up nothing. And then you've got a black, that also holds up nothing. But then you hold a hat here. So you kind of are left in a bit of a pickle. I don't know where I'm meant to go. So that must mean it's time for a clue, if I can get all the pieces out, because I need all the pieces. Let's have a look. Someone needs to hang up their laundry and exactly see what to do. You have clothes, pegs, and laundry, and each the matching line is printed with the inside of door 8. These exact pieces of clothes are even already depicted with precision. Carefully hang the washing up. Every peg, each piece of laundry, every peg and each piece of laundry where it belongs. Pay attention to the angle of the pegs too. Oh, so do I have to hold them and get all the things in place? So I've got to try and get this out of the room now. This is the fun bit. I've got to try and get this out of this flipping room. No, don't go next door. I'm going to have to open up doors just to get things. Right, so we have all our bits of laundry, I believe. We have a hat, we have socks, we have the things. Right, so it says keep in mind the angle of stuff. And we've got to hold things in place. So this is going to take a bit of time. So I'm going to do that quickly off camera, and then I'll zoom you in so that you can actually see. Right, so I've pegged them all up, and I've done it based on colour. It sort of made a bit, it sort of clarified it a bit better. Because, like, now we hook these up, you sort of get all the different shapes of an eye, a V, an I, and an I. So I then sort of started wondering, then, so you've got then Rome, and that's quite interesting. So I thought, okay, so when I put it in the V, I started thinking, and I was thinking, okay, when I was putting it originally, I was like thinking, oh, these aren't right. And then looked at the letters, the angles of these pegs. And the pegs sort of decided how I'm putting it up. The laundry is sort of a red herring. It's more on how the pegs are set. So I'm looking at I Love Rome, and then the code on the inside of the door is a blue, followed by a white, as I will bring up to show you guys. So you can see blue, white, white, black, black, yellow. So in that order. Could be like top to bottom, but I think it's pairs of twos. So if I was to look at them and say blue and white make IV, which is a 4. And then you've got a white and a black, which is a 6. And then you've got a black and a yellow, which is 2. So it ends up being 4, 6, and 2. So let us put that into our magical decoder and see what we get. Boom! Now we've got our 4, our 6, and our 2. Let's flip this over and see what we get. So we get a hexagon, a triangle, and a moon, which I believe I've seen before. Hexagon, a triangle, and a moon is up there. Perfect. We've solved this puzzle. I believe we've solved this puzzle. So we have managed to figure out that we are going up here next episode. I'm still confused about all the flags and all the other bits that are going on outside of here. But next time, we're going to go up and explore the mountain peaks. And I hope you all really enjoyed this episode. So I hope you all make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you keep following the Advent each and every day on this channel. It really helps the channel out. Also, make sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, maybe Adam on Twitter, never TikTok, because of that one time Adam did something bad. But then, who knows what it was. But so make sure you do all those things. Make sure you ring that bell. And most importantly, you all stay safe and keep rolling.